So I don't know what type of math some groups are playing. They're possibly trying to change the story, deter people, win people over, make them believe all sorts of lies, and then try and dupe me. In other words, a bunch of people are comparing one another, where a bunch of people are fooled. However, I'm not fooled. So me not being fooled, these groups cannot beat me. They're attempting to psychologically and everything else almost daily. And everybody, whomever they are able to fool, they're realistically supposed to get out of their predicaments. Every person that they're able to fool, those groups are supposed to get out of their predicaments in terms of whatever they believed, whatever they thought was true, and so on and so forth. There's different math I'm getting too. There's different maths I'm understanding. There's different maths I'm understanding in terms of some type of background or something. I don't know. I don't know what this is. There's some type of weird math. I'm not saying something just to say something. There's some type of background math that's occurring without having to do with anything with the person that realistically is weird. So remember, I took on a role in terms of what everybody will do. However, that's in other words, me partaking in something that I'm doing naturally while a bunch of groups knew what I was going to do and put a bunch of maths and tentacles on the things that I'm trying to do, and they're trying to take credit for everything. I mean, they took credit for everything. So I shouldn't fit in a narrative, even though I want to do something that pertains to me. I want to refrain. Yeah, I want to refrain from doing something that has nothing to do with the truth, just because there's a wide variety of things going on. So I literally want to refrain from literally doing what I want to do, and I have been for a long time. So nothing is realistically the way something is supposed to be. Why? Because too much nonsense with their nonsense math have forced themselves in people's lives, in people's doings, in people's processes. They're not welcome. Okay? Everything has to be gone back and reverted. They force themselves in people's lives. Okay? Too many people force themselves in people's lives. Wherever those groups are to get out of everybody's life. Everybody's life. I don't trust those groups. They're harm causers. They're floating around with people that look good, you know, and whatever else they're floating around with. So They're trying to win people over. They're trying to win me over and everybody else over. And so I know why these groups did whatever they did. They claim they sophisticated and manipulated me and somebody else via technology or something. Were able to distort the image or the picture. Doing so, introduced many scenarios throughout the midst to try to justify their doings. Oh yeah, everybody is supposed to be aware of me, generally speaking, in terms of everything that has to do with truth. Anything else and everything else that has nothing to do with what the truth is needs to get out of my life and everybody's life. Why? Because they may be used, their background and everything, and they're trying to get their way in hooking and baiting possibly, or possibly fitting their narrative. They want to force me to like them. You know, those groups want to force me to like them. So what they want to do is those groups have this impression, have this notion out them. They have an impression, they have a notion out where they're hooking, baiting, asking for demands, getting everything, and then using everything, utilizing everything with fear, still trying to get what they want. Trying to get what they want with fear, with force, and then supposedly releasing people, however, not releasing people, having fun with people, abusing people, and giving people illusions or something. There has to be known in all elements of reality, stopped and prevented. Various groups cannot be trusted. Various people cannot be trusted. Various individuals cannot be trusted. And that's the story.